presentation right away. Some kind of 30 minutes, I think we'll be done, right? Just keep on watching TV right there. It won't be too long, right? Good afternoon to you, dear brothers and sisters on the African continent. I hope all is well with you. By the grace of the Most High Lord God Father, being the master architect of all living and non-living things, we give thanks and praise for his loving kindness, for having allowed us to see the light from the sun and to inhale the breath of life. Brothers and sisters, that in itself shows that he cares. He does care, and he is full aware of all our tribulations, the obstacles we encounter in our journeys respectively. So brothers and sisters, let us keep hope alive in the Most High. Let us draw closer such that we can draw from the cistern of wisdom, because knowledge and understanding resides under his wings. So brothers and sisters, Bob the Mechanic right at your screen on the 27th. We give thanks and praise in our continued effort to free ourselves from the bondage of dictatorship, having been entrenched by any other rebels or Rwandese National Army. Those are the people who captured the political institutions of the Republic of Uganda. Thus, we further on our struggle up until that day the Lord will decide that Kyagulanyi Ssentamu is going to preside over the affairs of the people of the Republic of Uganda as we wield through a ballot box. So, brothers and sisters, as you can observe the unfoldment of political events globally, it is indeed indicates that today the whole world is in the state of chaos, fighting against forces of greed, jealousy, envy, and fear. Disharmony is rife. The whole of our human relations are in the state of violent upheaval. Civilization, indeed, is in a reverse. Science is being used to destroy instead of to build. They talk of world peace, and they talk of silencing the gun on the continent of Africa, yet those who spearhead the narrative has no solution. They choose to reclaim reparations as opposed to front justice, because peace is dependent on justice, not the other way around. So brothers and sisters, it is incumbent upon us, the peasants, to amplify our own voices, to hold leaders who occupy public positions of leadership to account. Brothers and sisters, fellow Ugandans, the National Unity Platform, a political organization we embrace, they have spent immeasurable time. They have spent, all precious time of theirs to impart knowledge, to take away the veil from our conscious minds, and be concerned citizens of the Republic of Uganda, in that we must indulge in two matters of national importance. Brothers and sisters, that meant that the decision we made on the 15th has to be fulfilled by us, right? Because Article 1 asserts that power belongs to the people, and we expressed that desire of change into leadership. But Mr. Museven, being trusting guns, he refused to budge to the will of the people of the Republic of Uganda. So brothers and sisters, to this day, we are still experiencing the state-driven abduction of its citizens, the state-driven persecution of its opponents, the state-driven falsification of all sorts of, values that can harmonize a society. It is before us, brothers and sisters, that in itself, it does not mean to scare us, but rather to strengthen us and have a reason why we must fight to reclaim that which is just, that which is rightfully ours, a free Uganda, a Uganda that will cater to those who resides within its boundaries. Brothers and sisters, in their sensitization, National Unity Platform have exhibited nothing but just leadership, or the values that's supposed to, to show a leader who is pro-people. They have exhibited them. Brothers and sisters, let us not allow Museven's superiority of guns, silence our voices, because they are outnumbered, and the machines of destruction they own, they are also outnumbered given the population of us as Ugandans. So brothers and sisters, we have to put our differences and indifferences aside and work towards a common goal of overthrowing, of toppling, of eradicating Musevenism. That is a political ideology which is anchored to divide and rule. Brothers and sisters, we all know that ever since they captured the political institutions of the Republic of Uganda, we are experiencing nothing but impasse of leadership. We don't see any progress. Yet they extract every single tax from the general public, right? But we don't see what our taxes does. If our taxes were to be put on a right track, as National Unity Platform explained, that Uganda taxpayer loses 10 trillion shillings annually to corruption. So National Unity Platform outlined nicely how they're going to curb this from happening again, how they are going to do away with corruption, the corruption that retards the aspiration of the people of the Republic of Uganda. Therefore, young men and women in school, you are equally concerned, because our education will not mean anything or won't yield anything if the ground or the appointment of civil servant, it is not based on merit, but rather on nepotism. That kind of understanding, it is unacceptable in a Kyagulanyi-led administration. Brothers and sisters, let us not take anything lightly. Remember, we made a decision and we are on the final phase to realize that which we would for via a ballot box. That is just leadership. A leadership that adhere to the rule of law. A leadership, a society where the rule of law is the supreme, not somebody's creed, not an individual, not a group of people. Brothers and sisters, it is our collective responsibility to fight Museven, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Every moment he resurfaces to us, he continues to encourage us that the mission we started 6 years ago, it is still the same mission, and we are pursuing the same objective. There is nothing changed. There is nothing changed, but they have increased their scrutiny. They have scrutinized each and everything. The crookedness that was there in the beginning, they were all outweeded, brothers and sisters, via the sieve of National Unity Platform electoral, a process, you understand? So brothers and sisters, the people we have right now are the right people, leave alone the fact that we are still lacking their presence in this mobilization of taking the people to the street. This is the final stage we are ought to embrace and act in accordance to its manifestation or realization. So brothers and sisters, Bob the Mechanic right at your screen in our continued effort. Moreover, we're still demanding each and everything that Museven must go and Museven must be out of Uganda's political institutions. Brothers and sisters, you heard him yesterday trying to claim, insinuating that Idi Amin Dada was a man who has never done anything in the benefit or in the interests of Ugandans. Mr. Museven went on to claim that Amin confiscated the properties of the Indians or foreigners from Asia. Mr. Museven, being a chronicle liar, he refused to accept the fact that Amin led that country and he left it without any foreign debt or anything of that sort. He left all the institutions were functional. Roads were well constructed, well paved. Hospitals were functional, well facilitated, and well staffed. You understand? Everything was working according to the interests of the Republic of Uganda. As we speak right now, Mr. Museven captured the mind of the man who was working then as Minister of Finance during Mr. Idi Amin Dada's reign, right? During Mr. Idi Amin Dada's leadership in a dictator, but in the interests of the national, aspirations, right? So, Mr. Museven did not inform younger Ugandans that Idi Amin Dada with Mr. General Moses Ali, who is an NRM cadre representing Yumbe district or region, a man whose abilities were impaired because of Museveni's fearfulness through witchcraft and poison. The man cannot speak because Museveni was scared that someday Moses Ali will speak and say, we paid all Indians. Yesterday, Museveni used it as a bait in his enforcement of his presence into the people who detested him, the people who showed him that, Mr. Museven, enough is enough. We are outvoting you, and we are in fact ostracizing you out of our society. Mr. Museven refused to budge. Now he continues to tarnish the image of Idi Amin Dada. Idi Amin Dada, brothers and sisters on the African continent, it was a narrative driven by Museveni's propagandists by that time, and they tarnished the name and the image of Idi Amin Dada. Idi Amin Dada compensated each and every Indian who possessed a property in Uganda, who possessed a business in Uganda. In Uganda, he compensated them. Brothers and sisters, these people, Museven and his people, they never explained to the people what led Idi Amin to come up with that radical decision. Because Idi Amin Dada found that the entire economy was being dominated by foreign nationals, right? So he said, these people are not actually citizens, right? So he told them, anybody who runs a business must be a citizen of Uganda. And he told them, we're going to offer you citizenship. We want you to pay tax. You understand? They all refused. And he told them, okay, I must expel you, but you won't claim anything because I'm going to pay you. Mr. Museven, you tarnished the name of Idi Amin Dada, a man whom you thought, the people of the world thought that he was so diabolical or evil, and he killed as many people as he could. But Mr. Museven, it was you who were killing people. And the reason why you hate Amin Dada had discovered your plots against Ugandans. You came with 7,000 Rwandese from Tanzania, and you started, sabotaging all regimes. Mr. Museven, leave the name of Idi Amin Dada out of your mouth. After all, you denied him a decent burial. Mr. Museven, you denied him a decent burial as if you are a saint. Mr. Museven, in all massacres that has ever happened, Mr. Museven, you are the man who have claimed lives of the people of Africa like nobody's business. The colonialists, they came on the continent of Africa, but the lives they claimed cannot be compared to that of those you have claimed. Mr. Museven, you understand? Mr. Museven, you understand? The people of the world, we come before you to demystify Museveni's lies. The lies he cemented in African Union. The lies he cemented in the Pan-African Parliament. The lies he cemented in the United Nations. The lies which are still ongoing in the International Criminal Court. Museveni concocted all sorts of fabrications to tarnish other leaders' names. So our coming up here into political activism digitally, it is to demystify and remove all that veil Museveni had casted on the minds of global citizens. Brothers and sisters, yesterday, Museveni celebrated what he considered as a liberation day. Brothers and sisters, a man promised liberation, but he brought oppression. It is on public domain that there is no department that is functioning in the interests of the citizens of Uganda. Brothers and sisters, it is Museveni who is responsible for degrading humanity. It is Museven who is responsible for persecuting political opponents. It is Museven who is responsible to retard and to be a liability to the economy of the Republic of Uganda, having confiscated it in what he initiated during 1990, what was codenamed as privatization. Mr. Museven, you confiscated the entire national economy. You understand? So the people you claim to be Indians, that now they have invested, and the properties, it accounts in millions. Museveni, you are lying. The economy you confiscated, it is the one you use to incentivize in the so-called foreign direct investment. You claimed that when Amin left power, it was only 4,000 properties in Uganda, but now it is millions and millions. Jacob Olanya, the man you appointed into speakership, he indicated that the party, the political ideology you lead and its cadres, if they do not refrain from corruption, impunity, and the abuse of power, the people of Uganda will uprise and topple your regime. And that will be another transition of a just leadership. Mr. Museven, you refuse to budge. You refuse to budge. Mr. Museven, today we received a new revelation from ASP Asime, undoubtedly, of Bible and politics, apostle. He indicated that Mr. Museven, for quite a long time, the people of Uganda didn't know what they were dealing with. They thought that the image of humanity, or the image of a human being you present, it is not what you are internally. Oh, Mr. Museven, the new revelations from Bible and politics perplex the mind, but not to be intimidated now. But we are so bewildered by what we considered as a human being, only to find out, no, this man, he is in possession of all sorts of demons. You understand? Mr. Museven, philosophy teaches us that the past cannot be regarded without regrets, and the future cannot be faced without misgivings. Now, fellow Ugandans, you can imagine Ssaabasajja Kabaka Ronald Mwenda Mutebi, His Majesty the Kabaka of Buganda, when they went in that meeting, the so-called thicket meeting, Okasaka, the agreements on which they reached, the clauses in those agreements. Now you can imagine the regrets that are ongoing right now in Ssaabasajja Kabaka's conscious minds, having met a man he barely knew, and he promised him this and that. Now on Museveni's part, currently, he thought that by kidnapping the kingdom of Buganda and all other kingdoms, It will be a done deal for him to establish his hallucination of a dynasty, right? So where is the misgiving part? It is the emergence of Kyagulanyi Ssentamu to the political scene, not by Kyagulanyi Ssentamu intuitiveness, no, but by principles of God Almighty, the unfoldment of uniqueness into energy, spirit, matter, and mind. So, Miss Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, the legitimately elected president of the Republic of Uganda 2026-2031, His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu came. And Mr. Museveni's brutal regime did not expect him. He came with another way of approaching matters of leadership. He studied the status quo. He studied the establishment, and he studied its root, the arc of NRA. And he knew exactly that they are deeply entrenched into political institutions. And the only way to uproot them, it is to rejuvenate, to reawaken the minds of the masses, because Article number 1 in the Constitution of 95, Museven drafted himself, empowers the people, right? Empowers the people. Kyagulanyi brought the people, and he did not rely on the minds of politicians. Thus, during his clarion call, he implored us not to leave matters of national importance to politicians alone. The people of Uganda heeded and acted in accordance to that which they conceived. Mr. Museven was agitated. Mr. Museven could not stop seeing losing the sycophants he had planted into the opposition. Right? Mr. Museven, now we are saying the misgivings of what you thought you had accomplished are just resurfacing. Right? The misgivings are just resurfacing, Mr. Museven. All statesmen whose lives you claimed clandestinely, all the people you continue to poison as we speak, all the schools you have burnt to incineration, all heritage sites in our respective regions, in our cultures, rich as they are all rejuvenating to an extent you never expected. Oh, Mr. Museven, those are the misgivings. So, brothers and sisters, I was trying to build a narrative such that I can go to the topical discussion of this presentation, that is the diabolical side of Mr. Museven, of which we didn't know, and it has taken us a very, very long time to understand who Museven is. What is that invisible force that exterminate and claim the lives of Uganda's statesmen? This is an insidious group known as Kabano Incorporated. Kabano Incorporated. So, brothers and sisters, Museven is the leader of Kabano, and he's one of the chief drafters of its Kabano 100-year to see master plan. Right? Now, this man, he is saying that the foundation, it was dug on the sand, not on the rock mass. Right? Now, Mr. Museven sees that nature is taking toll and he cannot reverse it. So he runs to science and witchcraft, right? So on the part of the science side, Mr. Museven went to these laboratories having seen that he is losing energy. He can no longer feel his vigorousness in physical embodiment. He feels like he is losing memory. He feels like everything, it is just shrinking. The space and all what he thought he had gained, they are all just evaporating, vanish into thin air. Now, Mr. Museven goes, according to the trustable information of ASPRC Biban Politics Security Alert, he stated that Mr. Museven, in order to prolong his presence or existence on the earth, he resorted to the maternity wards, there to extract the placentas of afterbirth, right? So the placentas of afterbirth, he was convinced that they will prolong and even jumpstart new cells to accumulate energy and all that. That is what he is feeding on. So brothers and sisters, can you imagine a man who claims to be a leader, but he cannot be satisfied with that which God made and given time and given the stages and the cycles that is life. So Mr. Museven, he is seeing that without him, the foundation he dug, they are all being swept away by running water. They are all being swept away. Museven is, evil attempts of establishing himself, they are all yielding for nothing. So he tries to prolong his longevity as a living creature, right? So he eats placenta, a leader, to prolong your existence. Why can't you be contented? So that kind of unfathomable, rapaciousness and the sense of insatiability, Mr. Museven, have led you to a shameful dead end. To a shameful dead end, to the extent that you resorted to violence as opposed to accept that your ideology, it has been outdated by the people. Thus, they outvoted it out of leadership. Mr. Museven, you refused a man whose life subsists on placentas of afterbirth. He is the man who claims that he has the vision of the people of the Republic of Uganda in the 21st century. Museven, you expect us to be quiet and be contented and be helpful in the words you say, having outvoted you. Mr. Museven, that is a justification for us to use any means necessary, as it is well enshrined in the Constitution, to take you out of power, right? We did it democratically because we didn't trust you. You are a cannibal, Mr. Museven. There is no way a civilized country as Uganda, whose affair can be administered by a cannibal, a man who practices cannibalism. The people of Africa, this is the demon we've been fighting against for the past 40 years. For the past 40 years, how can you resort to eating placentas? A man who knows that every manifestation is a retardation of motion. Mr. Museven, do you expect to live forever and ever? Who told you that? What kind of principles are you deducting from, Mr. Museven? What kind of principles are you deducting from, Mr. Museven? You eating placentas, and you think you can deter ossification? You think you can deter ossification? Oh, elastosis. You think you can deter anything? Brothers and sisters, ossification in an anatomical point of view, ossification, it is a process whereby the substance that creates the bones, the gelatin and lime start to reverse, whereby your bones become so rigid and you cannot even knit. So those materials that generates the red blood cells, they start to decline, right? Thus, our bones, it starts to click, and the synovial fluid gets out of our joint, the joints start to click, and our entire, flesh stiffens and it lags. You understand? So, in the sense of elastosis, this is the process whereby the skin loses its elasticity and develop wrinkles. So, Mr. Museven, he was promised that by eating placentas, perhaps he will get some chances to deter elastosis and ossification. Mr. Museven, that is a lie. You can see that your entire face is well wrinkled. Well wrinkled, Mr. Museven. You can see that your muscles are stiffened. You can see that you are partly alive. The other side is paralyzed. Right? Mr. Museven, what we are saying, cannibalism cannot save you, nor can it add an hour to the appointed time of your being on the earth. What we are saying, you are a disgrace. We didn't know exactly why you behave like that. Why do you kill people relentlessly? We didn't know that you were a cannibal, Mr. Museven. We didn't know you were a cannibal. Oh, Mr. Museven, global citizens, do you expect us to be quiet? Do you expect us to be quiet? Oh, do you expect us to speak in political correctness? Really? When we are being ruled over as opposed to be led? Leave alone to be ruled over, but we are being ruled over by demons, not human beings. The people whose culture it is not traceable to us. So we have to fight. We have to speak. At least for now, we have not laid our hands to the arms, Mr. Museven, and we do not rule that out, because when push comes to shove, Mr. Museven, according to the persecution of our leaders, according to the plots ASP Asime brings out, the plot you have against our leaders, Mr. Museven, we are just building a real anger. If you do not leave Uganda alone, Mr. Museven, what you thought you worked for, it is all going to perish. All of your offspring, they will be identified. Gentlemen, brothers and sisters, this is another Museven and the evil side of his. Now that science, a light has been shed there on why Museven became a cannibal. Now let us go to the spiritual realm according to ASP Asime, still of Bible and politics. Now, Mr. Museven's spiritual side, it is so diabolical. It is so evil. It is so evil to the extent that Museven to age 15. Now you all remember, brothers and sisters on the African continent, couple of years ago, 10 or so, Museven initiated what he termed as, universal education, primary universal education, whereby a child of primary school, they claim that he is studying for free. And in the annual budget, each and every child is allocated 200 shillings annually, whereas Museven uses 2 billion shillings on a daily basis, right? Now, this one of universal education, ASP Asime expert, this ones, it is for selected few. As you know, we are under dictatorship. Nepotism determines each and everything, the appointment, the good school in which you go, right? So Mr. Museven initiated a program which has been running for the past 20 or so years. Now, they select young, beautiful girls, and they take them in those schools. They rear them for Museven. In big numbers, they rear them for Museven. Global citizens, we said the past cannot be regarded without regret, and the future cannot be faced without misgiving. The words that I speak makes me to be hated by the people And the words Museven spoke makes other people to know that Museven is sounding correct, politically correct. And they are less concerned whether what he speaks is truthfulness or concoction and malice. Leave it. Okay. Now, you understand, brothers and sisters? So, what we are saying, it is Museveni's misgiving sides. Right? What we are saying, it is Museveni's misgiving side. He thought he had concealed each and everything. What does Museveni do with these young girls, teenagers, 10 to 15? Now, Mr. Museveni, he was promised by witch doctors that he must be sleeping with virgins. So in the laws of Uganda, that is defilement. And each child, if you are found guilty, you serve not less than 15 years in cancellation on a maximum. That is a maximum sentence. There is no bail at all, in accordance with the defilement. Now, Mr. Museven, he sleeps with young girls, and he has been doing it for the past 20 years, according to the information of ASP Asime. Mr. Museven, much as you try to tarnish the name of our just leaders, that they are terrorists, but you are a terrorist, and an evil terrorist, a demonic terrorist, who terrorizes the young, the old, and the unborn, and even the placentas. You can imagine how evil you are in our midst. Now, Mr. Museven sleep with these virgins. ASP Asime informs us that every new month, when the moon comes, Museveni and Muhoozi go and sleep with these virgins. And ASP Asime explained to the general public that the root cause of Muhoozi's binge alcoholism and the molestation of feminists, it is derived on that. It is attributed to that demonic ratio in which his father initiated. In which his father initiated him to defile virgins, to defile young men and women. Now, how did this come to be busted? ASP Asime further indicated that someday young girls escaped in their hundreds. And the military, SFC, which were guarding those schools, they were all, Museven told them that do not say anything to anybody, I'll forgive you. And ASP Asime explained, all of the guards, they were taken into an ambush in DRC Congo and they were killed. Now, brothers and sisters, how did this come to be, to the public knowledge? There was a father whose life was claimed by Museven by the names of Father Lukodo. Then he was working as Minister of Ethics and Integrity in Museveni's government. So, when people discovered and they call the Minister of Integrity to tell him what this Museveni family has been, Museveni and his son has been doing all these years, Father Lukodo was told the story nicely. Then Father Lukodo went and explained each and everything to Jacobo Olanya, the then Speaker of the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda. Mr. Museven did not hesitate. He made sure that Jacob Olanya and Father Lukodo must be eliminated immediately. That was 2022. Right? 2022. They must be eliminated immediately. So, Mr. Museven, when he succeeded in eliminating Jacob Olanya and Father Lukodo, appointed one man by the names of Balamu Balugahari to be the Minister of Youth in Uganda. And his hidden agenda of his appointment It was to collect all the names of those young girls who escaped. And ASP Asime informed the Ugandans that most of the girls, they had a body mark on them. And they managed to trace the girls who escaped, and they recaptured 60 of them by means of Balaam Balugahale. Remember, Balaam Balugahale accompanied Muhoozi Kainerugaba to molest His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu wife, First Lady Mama Bobi Itongo. Balaam Balugahale accompanied Muhoozi Kainerugaba to molest Mama Bobi Itongo Kyagulanyi. He was one of the attacker. Now, this is Mr. Museveni's Minister for Youth. His appointment was aimed to collect and recapture all the young girls and men, young girls who escaped from that certain school, right? ASP Asime informed us that they recaptured 60 and they were all killed to conceal what Museven has been doing to them. And these young girls, once they leave those schools, they are appointed into key position in the government, right? Just to keep them silent there, because they cannot kill all of them. So by sleeping to the virgins, they think that their longevity and their demonic regime will live longer. That is the hallucination behind defiling young girls, young mothers of Uganda. Now, Mr. Museven is the one who legislated that any defiler must be jailed not less than 15 years without bail, right? Mr. Museven, as we speak, in their tens of thousands, young men and women who ascribe to National Unity Platform are rotting in jails illegally. Political opponents are being persecuted, but the demon himself, people saw, they revere so very much. And they inform the general public that they address him as Mr. President, a man who reached the election in the broad daylight. A man, he's on a quest to swear in himself. A man appointed the Chief Justice, and he was sworn in Museveni's private home. Mr. Museven, whatever we do not recognize that for the past 5-6 years. And what you do now, there is nothing that will make us recognize what you do. We know for the fact that the judicial system is under siege. Whoever you appoint as Chief Justice, we know exactly that it is your junta taking form. But Mr. Museven, come rain, come shine, Mr. Museven, we have to take you out of our leadership. Mr. Museven, that is a guarantee. Expect that at any given jiffy or moment. Mr. Museven, you cannot do anything. Mr. Museven, you are so evil to be in our midst. You are so evil. You're defiling the children of Uganda, Mr. Museven, the people of Africa, the people of South Africa. This is the demon we've been fighting against ever since we started. We didn't know much of this, but the more he cling on to power, the more people in his regime release, sensitive information so that Museven can be stripped naked and his balls be hanged to the people of the world to see. This is what we do, Museven. There is nothing you have left for us that can keep us to apply the philosophical saying that man should possess the disposition to keep silent in order to protect the interest of humanity. Brothers and sisters, let us reason this philosophical thought a little bit. Why should we keep quiet? Well knowing that Museven indoctrinated all religious leaders. The religious leader, the fraternity of evil that went to His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu residence. They chased the cameras away and they started grilling Mama Bobi Itongo, asking her whether Kyagulanyi is planning to destabilize the country. What a question is that? Who is destabilizing the country? Mr. Segwada, who is destabilizing the country? Not Museven. Mr. Kazimba Mugalu, who is destabilizing the country, not Museven, for the past 40 years? Tell me, where is stability? Till I said your philosophy asserts that stability without accountability breeds impunity. This is what we are experiencing. Joel Sanyonyi, in his response towards the SONA 2024-2025, indicated that Mr. Museven, if you do not listen to the advice we give you, the people of Uganda will rise and will topple your regime. Brothers and sisters, Museven is claiming that Uganda's economy, the GDP, 60% of all commodities on all shelves and markets are produced in Uganda. Tell me, how many factories do we have, Mr. Museven, apart from Mr. Salim Saleh, your brother, a man who manufactures cutlery embedded with the poison just to eliminate Ugandans? Is that the manufacturing sector you're talking about? What about the industrialists you killed? You destroyed. People who were just, keeping the economy of Uganda afloat and claiming support to the industrial, what is it called? Graphs, whatever it is. You killed all of them, industrialists. You have stifled many of them out of business. That is no big deal. Of course, they will surpass you. But why do you defile young girls of Uganda, Mr. Museven? Mr. Museven, stop defiling young women, young girls in Uganda. Mr. Museven, you have killed our brothers, all serving men and women. The indigenous you find in UPDF, you take them to DRC and you set an ambush. Rwanda Patriotic Army kills Ugandan soldiers in ambush, Mr. Museven, in ambush. And you continue defiling young girls, Mr. Museven. What are you doing? What are you doing? ASP Asime, he tells us that you gave the entire Chisenyi area to the Somali people. We are not detesting Somalis, but there is no Museven inheritance that can even give a people a spoon of soil, because Museven is not a Ugandan. He does not have a constitutional right to give a spoon of soil to another foreigner. Museven, where do you get that right? Where do you get the right to give a spoon of soil to another foreigner, when you are a foreigner, a murderer, a rapist, a defiler, and a devil worshipper? You expect us to be quiet because of your ill will? Oh, Mr. Museven, you are mistaken. Mr. Museven, you have no authority to our souls. You have no authority to our mind. You have no authority to our spirit. Mr. Museven, this what which we speak, it is equivalent to your bush war, only that we are civilized. So the civility within us, reared into us by our parents, whom you persecuted, they are still operative and keeps us to be members of the society. But Museven and all yours, your entire family, you are a society misfit. Hey, you are a society misfit. You cannot fit in the society. Look at your inept son, vulgar swine, excelling in molesting women. Mr. Muhozi, you are so stupid, my brother. You are so stupid to an extent which is unimaginable. Mr. Muhozi, vulgar swine. Shame on you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you, Mr. Muhozi. You think you can intimidate us? You, Muhozi, what skill do you have? What skill do you have, Muhozi? What skill do you have? What skill do you have? What talent do you have? Are you an academician? Are you a military man? Are you a military man? Do you know what they call combatism? Do you know what a combat is, Mr. Muhozi? Mr. Muhozi, Mr. Muhozi, Mr. Muhozi. Blind, protrude-bellied bully. Muhozi, you are nothing. You are nothing. You are nothing. We are telling you, stop defiling our kids. Stop defiling the children of Uganda, Museven. Muhoz and your father. Why are you doing those things? Why are you doing those things? Why are you defiling the women, the young girls in school? Mr. Muhoz, why are you defiling young kids in the school? Is that the UPE? That is the reason why Museven you appointed. You uneducated woman. A woman who is not educated, you appointed her to be the Minister of Education, a crucial department. Mr. Museven, that is what you intended to achieve. Nobody's going to ask you. Nobody's going to tell the world that the man who claims to be a leader, he is the chief molester of your daughters in school. Father Lukodo found out, being a man of justice, he was about to tell the world so that he can receive his reward in heaven. Mr. Museven, indeed, you killed him, but his reward is in surplus. In heaven, I'm telling you, he did his job. He told Olanya, you killed him. Yet, the secrets are spilling out, and we are yet to hear. We are yet to hear Museven's diabolical secrets. Oh, Mr. Museven, stop molesting the children of the Republic of Uganda. Mr. Museven, stop molesting the children of the Republic of Uganda. Stop molesting the people of the Republic of Uganda. Mr. Museven, according to the Daily Monitor quotes of today, in January 29th, 1986, Museven, you are stating while standing on the steps of the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda, the security of the people of Uganda is their rights and not a favor bestowed by any regime. Museven, you stated while standing at the steps of Uganda's Parliament, the security of the people of Uganda is their right and no favor bestowed by any regime. So what we are saying, we are not asking for a permission to carry our national flag. We are not asking a permission to reclaim our legislature. We cannot ask for a permission, Museven, to exert force to your executive for its exit. Oh, Mr. Museven, we are telling you, our rights, it is our security as Ugandans. The security of Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, it is his rights, and it is being exercised by the people of the Republic of Uganda. It doesn't matter how much you continue to persecute him, he will live and he will finish God's purpose of giving him the responsibility to deliver the people of the Republic of Uganda from your wicked hand. Mr. Museven, you continue here and say, no regime has the right to kill any citizen of this country, or beat any citizen at a red block. You are saying there is no regime that must kill any citizen on the road block or beat anybody, Mr. Museven, or beat anybody, Mr. Museven. As we speak right now, the entire country, all national roads are mounted with roadblocks. You are searching for a just man, a man who was elected by the people of the Republic of Uganda. Your legitimacy, it is just haunting you, oh the man. We are telling you, you are planning a coup d'etat, Mr. Museven. You are planning a coup d'etat. You are setting Chief Justice on your own. You used Owini Dolo to educate judges how they render justice during the session of petition, because you knew exactly. I've seen Council Muyezi Samuel representing the people in Ibudu there. Council, we appreciate your efforts, dear leadership. But till I said to you, you're going to have to learn to listen to ASP Asime. Because he informed the general public that Museven is going to pull out each and every that defeated his stronghold. So a young man, 33 of years, Nkere Tanyi, is to be pulled out by decree, not by justice or not by law, no, by decree. So the better you inform the people of the Republic of Uganda, Council Muizi, it is the earlier the people to realize that it is them. But the more you persist, showing the people of Uganda that you expect justice in a judicial system which is under siege, it is not a less sin than to support a corrupt justice system. Your persistence of going to court to create an impression that you're expecting something in the favor of the enslaved people, that is a sin which is not less than to support the corrupt system. I am of the school of thought that all legal fraternity of National Unity Platform, they should stand out and tell the general public that we are not going in court anymore. Ugandans, you must stand up and reclaim your people because they are illegally incarcerated. Because that one has been, it has been on your mouth for quite a long time. So for how long shall we be patient against this regime? Because in order, our demanding of our votes to be well legitimate, legal fraternity must denounce the state, must sign a vote of no confidence, as into how the justice system apply the law. We need a petition of no confidence in the justice system by you men and women who are well learned. You understand? This thing is well televised. It is well televised. National Unity Platform have done its political part. We need the legal fraternity to distance itself from the current legal system of Uganda. Now, the people of Uganda will be well versed that now the solution is one. To take to the street, we need to break all prisoners and get our brothers and sisters outside because Mr. Museven refused to budge through a democratic mean. Now, we are starting the revolutionary of protesting peacefully as we are being guided by the Constitution. But the judiciary captured, the executive captured the judiciary such that it cannot listen to the just claims of Ugandans. Council Muizi, we are not negating your effort, nor are we looking down on you. No, we are appreciating because all you do, it is on your own free will and for the betterment of our incarcerated brothers and sisters, right? So let us do away with this mockery of a judicial system, brothers and sisters in legal fraternity. We must transcend the use of political rhetoric, your desire to be perceived politically correct. We must transcend that nonsensical. Those notions are all outdated. My brother Muizi, Samuel, that name carries the weight. That name carries the weight. Samuel, Muizi, a real hunter, justice hunter, Muizi, Samuel. The name has got a lot of connotation. Samuel plus Muizi. My brother, stand out of the crowd like Chagulanyi did in the political realm. Stand out of the crowd in the judicial realm. Let us reinvigorate. Let us reinvigorate the zeal of just leadership, the demand of our will. On the 15th, let us reinvigorate the veil. Let us not normalize this moving to court up and down. Our brothers and sisters, Alex Waiso Mufumiro, he was sanctioned to death. There is a man who poses to be his imminent, but he is there to poison him. The more we prolong this, the more we put their lives in jeopardy. Dear leadership, Mr. Museven, Mr. Museven, Mr. Museven, Mr. Museven, get your blood-stained hands off the infants of Uganda. Mr. Museven, get your blood-stained hands off the infants of Uganda. Brothers and sisters, Mr. Muhoz and his father, they deployed heavily at the residence of His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. And they wanted him to be assassinated on spot. Nothing daunted, being a smart man in a rubber-dub style, he was next seen addressing international media. Muhoz went mad and he was moved. He was yelling. He was screaming. He could not believe that a gun can be beaten. Oh, Muhoz was not satisfied. He raided Kyagulanyi Ssentamu's residence again, this time around with a covetous sense. He raided the house of His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu with the hidden agenda of witchcraftship. Brothers and sisters, of witchcraft. Muhoz was told that he should go in the yard of His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu and he should be naked and run with his pink-sized crooked dick around, such that he can extract energy from the grass. Kyagulanyi Ssentamu steps. You can hear how degenerating they are. This are cow mentality. They can only excel in killing, but they cannot reason. How can you want to extract energy from the land which does not recognize you, from the land that never received your birth? Do you expect that to work? Do you expect that? You're running around in witchcraft shit in Kyagulanyi Ssentamu? How pathetic are you? You Rwandi people, filthy-hearted creatures. Filthy-hearted creature. Muhoz, filthy-hearted creature. A general enslaved by witchcraft. What kind of a general is that? A general must be ethical in conduct. You are not a general, Museven. You are just a militant. You are just a killer, a reckless killer. A reckless killer being tormented by ethnicity inferiority. Mr. Museven, Uganda will remain and our culture will be revived. Our values will be revived. We will revive our cultural values. Sarada, Baganda will never marry their clan mate. That is impossible. Those are the things that we value so very much. You went to Mama Bobi Tungo Kyagulanyi Ssentamu to molest her, grilling her, asking her whether his husband is trying to destabilize. Since when Kyagulanyi Ssentamu has ever got a plan to destabilize Uganda? Since when? Tell me one statement he spoke when he is not within the confines of the law. Give me one. Give me one, Mr. Kazimba Mugalu. Mr. Kazimba Mugalu. Muli babi nnyo basajja mmwe. Mr. Museven, stop defiling the children's school in Uganda. Stop defiling children in school. Mr. Museven. Global citizens, the words that I speak in a militaristic confrontation because they are real and based on truth. We are not concocting words. We have no time to smear malice at a wicked rag, a wasted, a weary and wicked creature, Museven and all his household. They are murderers. They subsist on spilling innocent blood. They cannot articulate the ideology because it is based on divisionarism and untruthfulness. They cannot speak. They cannot speak. That is why you see they use Nobati Mao. They want to kill Mwanga Chivumbi. ASP Asime yesterday told us that the gun spree was called off because it was busted and it was broadcasted. It was broadcasted the general public no, even the African continent no, the international community no. Now Museven called it off. Mr. Museven, we want to know the whereabouts of Mama Rina Zedriga. We want to know the whereabouts of Mama Jole Katumishabe. We want to know the whereabouts of the 20 missing Ugandans. Mr. Museven, we want you to release all political prisoners. Mr. Museven, stop persecuting Ugandans. Their forefathers offered you refugeeship, Mr. Museven, in your filthiness. Poor-minded creature, filthy-hearted creature, feeding placentas, cannibal, Chisajagwe, you're such a disgrace in our midst. You are such a disgrace in our midst. Look at the people who stand on the podium, praying, calling upon God. Jesus foresaw such hypocrites, and he said that you will call my name, and you say we were preaching, we were exorcising demons in your name. I will say, I didn't know your pancreases. Jesus will say he did not know you. He did not know you because you do whatever you do in the interests of Museven, of which he is a demon, possessed with all wicked demons, evil demons in Museven, tormenting the world, tormenting Africans, tormenting Ugandans, tormenting Kenyans, tormenting Tanzanians, tormenting Rwandese, tormenting Burundians, tormenting Southern Sudan people, tormenting the people of Ethiopia, tormenting the people of Somalia, tormenting the people of Central African Republic, tormenting the people of Democratic Republic of Congo. This demon, the people of Uganda, it is our responsibility, and I feel that vigorousness, and I hope you do too. Brothers and sisters, it is a gradual process, but we are on the right track. Museven must go loudly. We recite, brothers and sisters, salutations, Bob the mechanic. We will storm, Mr. Museven, your sycophants, your minions, Mr. Museven, and your stooges. Mr. Museven, we are leaving nobody. Milliard Brock, Museven's international relations in International Criminal Court Hague. We are telling you, madam, you have done a lot. You have jeopardized our petitions. Milliard Black, Museveni's international relations. Madam, everything has got its appointed time. A time to persecute the people and a time to let people be. This is the time Ugandans want to rebuild their societies.